Welcome back to Barber News, the most famous barber news channel in the world. Look at our new fish, Stinky Phil. He gets so excited when we start recording. He had big dreams, but he was too stupid, so we decided to keep him as our pet. Silly and stinky is all he can ever be. I have forgotten to mention, Jeezy still has not paid TPOB back the money he lent him. I mean, how can he still just carry on like he is some regular guy when he has that over his head? Hopefully we get answers soon. Still no reply from Austin about his clippers going on fire. If he thinks we will just forget this, he has another thing coming. I really dislike that a lot of barbers get hate from families saying that they need to get a real job, and that barbering isn't a professional trade. Well, take a look at this next clip and tell me, where else can you be around stuff like this and get paid?
There's a video. The camera on the side.
Yeah, we gotta keep this friendship right here. All love. Pound the gloves. Touch gloves. Touch gloves. Fight. Fight.
Let's go. Let's go.
Oh. Oh.
And who says barbers aren't professional? Being a barber is awesome. I don't think I'd like to box in work, but I mean, I will happily watch it. There is nothing better than watching an idiot do something stupid and not question it. Join me now as I interview a man who has been in prison for beating up a client. I'll be honest, I am a little nervous, but I am a professional and I won't crack under any pressure. Although it seems my producers want me to feel pressure for entertainment reasons. I get it, but they pay me good. Caller 1, you're live on Barber News.
Hi, Toad. I am excited to join you today.
I'll be honest, I have heard all about you, and I just want to say, I am excited to hear your story.
Your emotions are not my concern, Toad.
Okay, so what happened?
15 years. I spent 15 years in prison for one bad moment. One day where all that rage, all that disrespect, just built up and exploded. It was a regular day in the shop, or so I thought. This guy comes in, asking for a fade. Nothing out of the ordinary. But from the second he sat down in my chair, he had an attitude. Complaining about how I held the clippers, telling me I was taking too long, just nitpicking everything. And trust me, I've been in this business a long time, so I know how to handle picky clients. But this dude was on another level. He kept pushing, talking down to me like I didn't know my own craft. Every word he said was like a slap in the face, but I kept it cool, like I always did. You gotta, in this line of work. You deal with all kinds. Some polite, some rude, and some that just don't know when to shut up. But this guy, he was different. He was testing me, you know? And here's the thing, he wasn't the first. Over the years, I'd had more than my share of disrespectful clients. People showing up late, acting like I wasn't worth their time. Others complaining about prices, or the cut not being perfect like they see on Instagram. Just non-stop criticism, day after day. You'd think I'd be used to it, and maybe I thought I was. But man, it builds up. Like a bottle filling up with poison, drip by drip. So I finish his cut. He looks in the mirror, and that's when he snaps. Starts yelling about how the fade's too high, how I messed him up. Then he starts throwing insults, talking reckless. Calls me a piece of trash. Calls my shop a dump. Acting like I wasn't even a man standing there. He said he wasn't paying and stood up like he was gonna walk out. And something in me just snapped. I don't know what came over me. All those years of disrespect, all the people who treated me like I was nothing, it all just boiled up in that moment. I grabbed him, and before I knew it, I was on top of him. Beat him down right there in my own shop. By the time I came to my senses, it was too late. The cops were already on their way. The guy was lying there bleeding. I knew what was coming. 15 years for assault. They didn't care about the story behind it, about all the things that led up to that moment. To them, I was just a violent man who couldn't control himself. But it's deeper than that. You deal with enough people treating you like you're nothing, like you're just there to serve them, like your whole existence is just to make their day better, and eventually, something's gotta give. Unfortunately, it gave that day. Now here I am, back in the shop, cutting hair again. Older, a little wiser. I keep it in check now, but I won't lie. There's still a fire in me. I just try to keep it under control.
Jesus Christ, that's crazy. To be honest, you do have that loony tone in your voice.
Everyone is entitled to their opinion, Toad. Even that man I beat to an inch of his life over a simple bad haircut.
Okay, but you learned your lesson now, and won't do anything like that again, right?
Let's just say. The cameras stopped working a couple of times, and when the police arrived, no evidence was available, if you catch my drift.
Okay. Look, thanks for coming on and sharing your story with me. I really appreciate it. Oh, brother, I need a whiskey after that guy. Now that's a basement I would pay to see inside. Are you a barber? Do you like good haircuts? Do you like when your tools are always working perfectly and at the highest quality possible? Well then, look no further. Check out thepissedoffbarber.com for all your barbering needs. I can't believe I'm saying this. We have a barber on who says he loves barbering too much. I guess let's call him. I am seriously going to need a few days off after today's episode.
Hey, who is this?
It's every barber's favorite Toad. Welcome to Barber News, you are now live.
Oh, Toad, I didn't actually think you would ring. How cool.
Yeah, I get that a lot. So let's hear your story on how to get richer in the barbershop. Everyone will want to hear this one.
I should be charging you for this.
Just tell the goddamn story.
I'm not going to tell you my name, but I'll tell you this. I've been stealing coins from the barbershop till for years, and nobody's ever caught on. It started small, a few coins here, a couple dollars there, but over time, I got good at it. Real good. People think barbers make decent money, but let me tell you something. That's not always the case. So I figured, if the till's sitting there wide open, why not give myself a little raise? It's all in the timing, really. The key is to be smooth. You don't just grab handfuls like some idiot. Nah, you take a coin here, a quarter there, small amounts. Do it while you're talking to a client or when the shop's busy and no one ever notices. I'm good with people, see? They trust me. Clients come in, they sit in my chair, and I give them what they want. A good cut, some small talk, maybe even a laugh. Meanwhile, I'm already working out in my head how I'll pocket the day's extra cash without anyone blinking twice. And it's not just the stealing. I figured out how to avoid the worst clients too. You know the ones, the complainers, the ones who want to nitpick every hair, or worse, try to tell you how to cut. It's all about pacing. You gotta learn how to slow down or speed up at the right times. You see a difficult one coming in? Slow your current cut down just enough so someone else gets them. Or, if you're stuck with a good client, speed it up so you can get them out and clear space before one of those pains in the ass even gets a chance to sit down. It's a system, really, a rhythm. Look, you gotta understand something. I didn't grow up wanting to be a barber. It's not some dream job. But here I am, and I know the game. I know how to play it, and I've learned one thing. You should never trust a barber. Not a single one of us. We've got the clippers, we've got your attention, and you think we're just here to cut hair. But we're hustling, too. Every single one of us has something going on behind the chair that you don't see. For me, it's the till. Do I regret it? Sure, I regret ever becoming a barber in the first place. It's a thankless job, half the time. People treat you like you're just a set of hands. No one respects the craft. So I stopped caring. And if they're not going to pay me what I'm worth, then I'm taking what I need. Simple as that. I've got no remorse about it either. None. I'll keep doing it for as long as I'm in the game. Every shop I work at, every cash register I touch, I'll take my share. They never notice, and I'm never going to stop. You want to call me a thief? Fine. But I'll tell you this, if I ever quit cutting hair, it won't be because I got caught. It'll be because I'm done playing the game on my terms, and I'll walk away with everything I took and no apologies.
Okay, bro. You're intelligent, I will give you that. You shouldn't waste it on barbering if I'm honest. But congrats on all the money you have stashed, I guess.
Would you be interested in going into business together with me? I would teach you how to do fraud and make you rich.
I won't lie. If you asked me that 2 years ago, you might get a different answer. But as for now, I will politely decline your offer, my friend.
Okay, Toad. Your loss.
That guy was for sure the strangest character I have had on this show. Check this clip out before we finish up. We will play this next week on Barber News.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, what's up?
Tune in next week. Peace!